Right guys, I hope you all are well. In this video I'll be comparing downtown Jebel Ali with Dubai Land Residence Complex, going through supply, prices per square foot, which one is the better investment for rental yields and for appreciation over the next 3 to 5 years, comparing the prices, rental yields, transactions, everything. Okay, so first of all, let's just get into the location itself. Downtown Jebel Ali, right along Sheikh Zayed Road, opposite Palm Jebel Ali, and you're also next to the Dubai Expo City. Now, if you just look into the supply, right, that's the very first point. A lot of people in Dubai have been saying that there's an oversupply, and yes, there is an oversupply in certain key areas. So in Jebel Ali downtown, you've got a total of 1,600 ready units and only 6,000 units under construction, and this includes Imtiaz's Road district. Okay, so only a total of 17 projects and around about 6,000 under construction units. That's it. And something that I wanted to highlight about downtown Jebel Ali is that you can't really build more behind or in front because there's just warehouses and industries around you. You do not have a lot of empty plots, right? So it's not a case that, oh, it's not like Dubai South where you've got a huge desert and you can build as many plots and buildings you want. Downtown Jebel Ali has only a limited amount of plots along Sheikh Zayed Road. That's it. So this is as good of a location as it gets. Now let's look at DLRC in terms of supply. How many units are coming in DLRC? So total of 22,000 units in Dubai Land Residence Complex are under construction, 22,000 units, out of which 8,600 units are ready. And that's almost a 3x difference in supply, 3 to 4x difference in supply of Jebel Ali downtown with Dubai Land Residence Complex. Now guys, before I get into the video and we go into the details, right, Dubai, like my overall bias, right, we all know that Dubai's government is moving towards the south. Dubai is growing towards south, not towards the east necessarily, right? Dubai can't expand in both directions at the same time. So you have to pick one, you have to pick your bias. Given the government's infrastructure, their focus, and the recent launches, I would bet more on the south of Dubai, the areas towards Abu Dhabi, compared to the east of Dubai. And even the data itself proves the same, right? So that's regarding the supply. Now let's get into the investment report. Let me just tell you guys a bit more regarding what makes downtown Jebel Ali stand out compared to DLRC. Now, first of all, of course, we all know anything on Sheikh Zayed Road, you just can't go wrong. That's it. It is that one road which was there from the start of Dubai and it will always remain relevant, right? And it's like the fixed spine of Dubai. Like, no matter whether Dubai grows east or north or west or south, Sheikh Zayed Road will be the main artery of Dubai, of UAE, right? And if you look at data, the prices per square foot of communities along Sheikh Zayed Road, downtown Jebel Ali is the only community which is still below 1,500 dirhams a square foot, or it's currently at 1,300 dirhams a square foot downtown Jebel Ali. This is the only freehold area along Sheikh Zayed Road at this price per square foot. If you look at Dubai Marina, 2,800 dirhams a square foot. If you just look at JLT, 1,900 dirhams a square foot. If you look at Barsha Heights, 1,700 dirhams a square foot. If you go up towards downtown Business Bay, 2,000 to 3,000 dirhams a square foot. Al Wasl at 3,000 dirhams a square foot. Jumeirah Garden City, around about 2,000 dirhams a square foot. Zabil at 2,800 a square foot, right? And then of course you've just got Deira and stuff. So this is the only freehold community along Sheikh Zayed Road which is this underpriced, and it's still a good value for money, right? It will not make sense to enter downtown Jebel Ali when it is touching the same price as downtown Dubai or other key areas. If you want to enter downtown Jebel Ali, now is the current prime time. It's a good window of opportunity to enter downtown Jebel Ali when it's at a fair value, at a fair price per square foot compared to the other communities along Sheikh Zayed Road, right? And if you look at Dubai Land Residence Complex, it's currently around 1,400 to 1,600 dirhams a square foot over here. So of course, it's clear that the value and the price per square foot is justified more for Jebel Ali downtown than it is for DLRC. Okay, secondly, I talked about the plots, right? Jebel Ali downtown, it's landlocked. You do not have a lot of empty plots in front of you or behind you. You've got the Jebel Ali free zone in front of you. You've got the Jebel Ali Port. You've got JAFZA. You've got warehouses, industries around you. So it's not like there's undeveloped huge plots and there's just going to be an infinite supply. It's not like that. Thirdly, metro. So as we all know, metro is the holy grail of having a good rental community in Dubai. Any area that's next to a rental has historically performed well and has given you some of the strongest yields. And we've seen that. I'm going to get into the rentals. It's a very, very interesting story with downtown Jebel Ali. Fourth point, it's right next to Abu Dhabi. Funny enough, it took me around about 35 to 40 minutes to go from Jebel Ali downtown to Yas Island at 140 kilometers. By the way, I'm not talking 100, 120. At 140, if you follow the speed limit, you'll reach Yas Island in the same time, around about 35-40 minutes, than it's going to take you to go from Jebel Ali to Dubai Land Residence Complex. So that speaks a lot about Jebel Ali downtown and how good of a location it is, especially because Jebel Ali downtown, right? These plots, that's it. Okay, if you're completely surrounded by warehouses and industries around you, and you're super close to Abu Dhabi. So even people from Abu Dhabi who work in Abu Dhabi, they might want to live in Jebel Ali downtown and vice versa, because as we all know, the traffic currently between historically what's happened is people who work in Dubai, they prefer to live in Sharjah. I mean the middle class or the lower income workers, right? They prefer to live in these communities in Deira and Bur Dubai. And these areas are a nightmare for traffic. So I do see a lot of this population who are living in this area of Dubai. They will be relocating down towards Dubai South, towards Jebel Ali downtown, in these areas, and of course towards Expo City, because these areas are much better planned. You have no traffic problems here, and you're surrounded, and you're closer to Abu Dhabi actually a lot more. So yeah, okay. The next point I wanted to focus on was, of course, and as guys, we all know that Abu Dhabi is moving towards Dubai, right? We saw Ghadir Gardens by Aldar. You've seen Mira Hills is launching as well. So these plots right here between Abu Dhabi and Dubai, all of these along E11, most of these actually, they will be developed. We already have Bain by Aura launching over here. Then you've got the Ghadir Gardens by Aldar over here, if I'm not wrong. So over here actually, yeah. And then you've got Dubai South. So this area will actually become a gold mine in the next few years. Okay, Palm Jebel Ali next door. Now, of course, as of now, it's difficult to imagine how Palm Jebel Ali will look like. But for a second, just close your eyes and just imagine 5 years or 10 years from now, currently, day to day, where Dubai Marina sits, right, over here. So this piece of land over here, Al Barsha, Dubai Internet City, Dubai Marina, and JLT. All of these communities next to Palm Jumeirah, they're some of the most premium areas to live in. Right, this is basically creme de la creme of Dubai's real estate. The same will happen with downtown Jebel Ali 5 to 10 years from now, when Palm Jebel Ali is developed, and these communities over here in downtown Jebel Ali and Expo, in Wasslegate, these communities will become one of the more affordable options for people to buy or live in, because of course Palm Jebel Ali by that time will be a lot more expensive and it will be a lot more pricier. Not everyone will be able to buy or rent there. So people would be working in Palm Jebel Ali or working in these areas, and they will be renting or living here along downtown Jebel Ali, right? So keep that point in mind as well. Okay, workforce, right? You have some of the strongest rental demands, because again, as I told you, you're surrounded by Expo, you're surrounded by Jebel Ali Port, you're surrounded by Dubai South, the Maktoum International Airport. So you've got a stable tenant base, like for the next, I would say, 10-15 years, right? Everyone wants to rent where they work instead of commuting every day for 30, 40, 50 minutes and getting stuck in traffic. Okay, before I get into more details, right, if we just look at DLRC, I'm not saying DLRC is a bad investment or something, right? DLRC, how I look at it, is currently JVC 2.0. Right, it has a lot of projects from a lot of developers at a lot of different price points. It's cheaper, which is one of the good things, that you can, if you want a project that's cheap to enter in, and you can just have stable rental yields. Okay, fine, you can just buy in the LRC, but you're gonna have a vacancy risk, an occupancy risk, and a resale competition way much stronger and much more difficult than Jebel Ali downtown, because you're next to Dubai Silicon Oasis, right? So anyone who wants to live in DLRC, they will of course consider DSO first, because Silicon Oasis historically is a much more established community. You've got a mall there, you've got university students over here in Dubai Academic City, right? So Dubai Silicon Oasis is a direct competitor of DLRC, okay? And of course then right behind you, you've got Haven by Aldar, you've got Athlon by Aldar, you've got the Aldar apartments, which were launched in Athlon, right? You also have about Woods launching here. Then you have a couple of apartment projects here in California Village. So, you know, if someone wants to live in DLRC, or if they want to rent in DLRC, they will of course consider these options around you, right? And you just can't, you know, it feels like a race to the bottom. Like you just keep reducing your rents or your asking prices so you can liquidate your investment. In Jebel Ali downtown, you just don't have any other options. The current developers in downtown Jebel Ali are only Azizi, Reportage, that's it. Right, you do not have any of Dubai's top 10, 20, 15 developers building there. You don't have Emaar, Nakhil, Miraz, Shoba, Ellington, etc. launching there. Imtiaz was the first big developer that entered downtown Jebel Ali, and they will elevate the prices of that entire area, right? So a lot of investors in Azizi and Reportage will be thanking Imtiaz for entering that area and for elevating the perception of downtown Jebel Ali, because not a lot of people knew about that area until Raw District was launched. Okay, supply, we went through it, right? DLRC, there's a 3x difference. Jebel Ali downtown is only getting around about 6,000 units under construction. DLRC at 22,000 units under construction. Now, one more important thing, residential versus commercial. Jebel Ali downtown has 76% residential units. DLRC has 98% residential. Commercial units in downtown Jebel Ali are 24%. And in DLRC, they're only 1%, 2% only, that's it. So again, that tells me, in Jebel Ali downtown, a lot of commercial businesses, what that means is you have a lot of footfall, right? Factory workers, consumers visiting Jebel Ali downtown. And any area which has good commercial stronghold, which has a good commercial supply, that area performs well historically in Dubai. We've seen it with Business Bay, we've seen it in downtown. We are currently seeing it even in Jeddah, in a couple of other areas in Dubai, right? So that's one of the more interesting statistics to also look at. Then, of course, let's look at the developer. Of course, we all know Imtiaz, they're a huge name and everything. By the way, they'll be launching Raw District 3 in October and November, so that's something I'll be heavily focusing on as well. Now, rental yields. Finally, you guys have been waiting for this. Jebel Ali downtown is giving you 7.87% gross rental yields as of June 2026. This data has been taken from Property Monitor over here. Downtown Jebel Ali, 7.87%. Some of the highest rental yields in Dubai are being given in downtown Jebel Ali. If you were to look at Dubai Land Residence Complex, if I can just show you guys, Dubai Residence Complex is currently at 6.38% rental yields. So of course, Jebel Ali downtown, it wins on rental yields as well. So yeah, and also in the last sort of 4, 5, 6 months post these tensions, Jebel Ali downtown actually saw a smaller decline in rentals. The rentals have fallen only by about 1% to sort of 1 to 2% in Jebel Ali downtown compared to Dubai Land Residence Complex, where rents decreased by around about 5% based on the data, what that tells us. So of course, Jebel Ali downtown is holding stronger than the DLRC. And it makes sense. You don't have a lot of ready buildings currently in Jebel Ali downtown. People don't have much options. That's why landlords are holding much more stronger in Jebel Ali downtown. As another interesting statistic is the average rents. Downtown Jebel Ali has higher average rents than DLRC, both for studios, 1 beds, 2 beds. For studios, the average rent in Jebel Ali downtown is about 47,000 dirhams. In DLRC, it's 39,000 dirhams. A difference of roughly 20%. For 1 beds, Jebel Ali rents are 58,000 average. In DLRC, it's around about 50,000, 51,000, a difference of 13%. Two beds in Jebel Ali are almost 79,000 dirhams, and DLRC are 66,000 dirhams, a difference of 20%. And by the way, now what I want to focus on with Raw District launching, right? These rentals which are mentioned, guys, these rentals are for the existing Azizi and Reportage buildings. That's it. And we all know Azizi and Reportage in the market historically. They're not a premium or a luxury or high-end development, right? They're targeting the mid-market segment. Imtiaz is a much more luxury developer, and we all know Imtiaz projects command a rental premium, right? It's the same with Ellington, it's the same with Shoba, with Iman, right? Developers like these who've delivered good quality projects, people are willing to pay more to rent in these buildings. So we can expect another buffer of 10 to 15% for rents in Imtiaz's projects, right? So I see a studio in Raw District renting at around about 55k or so, roughly 55 to 60k. One bed's renting there for about 70 to 80k. This is what I look at in downtown Jebel Ali. Okay, so on rentals, on supply, on the location, Jebel Ali downtown wins on all aspects, right? Now, of course, again, I just want to tell you, a lot of you guys, because I know a lot of my subscribers and a lot of you watching would be invested in DLRC, and I'm sure you might have seen decent returns. And of course, if you're buying price and if your price per square foot is good, you will see a good investment return regardless, right? Especially if you enter DLRC at the earlier stages, right? So again, I just feel that DLRC, for me personally, is JVC 2.0, whereas Jebel Ali downtown is a much more undersupplied, much more limited plot of land along Sheikh Zayed Road, and I would want to bet on Sheikh Zayed Road all day, every day, right? I'm sure a lot of you would have the same feeling, that it's a proven, established location. You're not taking on any extra risk by buying in an empty desert and holding for like an infinite period of time. So yeah, Jebel Ali downtown, a solid overall investment. Congratulations to all of those who bought there. And what's next in downtown Jebel Ali, I will keep you guys posted also. But Road District 3 is launching in October and November. So yeah, hopefully we get information for that soon as well. And the irony is, I mean, Imtiaz projects, even in DLRC, regardless of the supply, they have performed better than their competitors within DLRC. So yeah, overall, Jebel Ali downtown, one of the areas which I would advise and I would have in my portfolio, whether I've got a budget of 600k, 800k or 1 million. Do not sleep or miss on downtown Jebel Ali. And even though I've worked a lot in Abu Dhabi, I advised my buyers to buy in Jebel Ali downtown because it's just a very good location. See you guys in the next one, and if you guys have any questions, please reach out to me on my WhatsApp. It's mentioned down in the bio.